I don't need the money from the fucking super chats. I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
Hey there, I see 4 people watching. I'm just doing a testing on StreamYard on the different landscapes, which, how many people watch it on their phone? And wouldn't you rather have the landscape instead of the portrait? But there's another setting here, because every time I go to live stream, it says, do you want to try this? Do you want to try that? And it's like, well, yeah, let me do it. I don't want to do it while I'm going to do a show, so I'm trying to experiment here now, but there was another setting. I can't remember what it was, where you could share screen or something. Like if you wanted 2 screens open, something like that. And I can't. So I'm just kind of hanging out watching for this. And oh, it just happens that they're painting the golf course. You see that thing going? It's full of, not that, but the other big one that's the green liquid slushing around. They're painting the course because it's, once it gets cold, the grass goes brown. Where was it? Background sound. That's not it either. Okay, you're in dual asset mode. Use the 3-dot menu to customize how your assets look like in each orientation. Really? What the hell does that mean? Use the 3 dots. Why do they do this? I think it's kind of, as far as the content creator, it's confusing because it puts all your photos in both. You can stop that. Like you can stop the preview. I don't know what the benefit is.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
So I wonder what this looks like on my phone. Okay, it's showing me the vertical. Oh, okay, it gives you two choices. So if you go on your phone, it'll have two latest videos or live. Let's see. Put in docs report. Yeah, it'll say latest videos live. It'll have two live choices. If you click on the first one, it gives you the vertical view, which is kind of bad because it shows the golf screen. It focuses in on the golf screen, but it gives you the option. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
You're in dual asset mode. Use the three-dot menu to customize how your assets look like in each orientation. Let me go read something here. What's new? What is new? StreamYard Help Center. Dual screen. Share a screen. I got that. Green screen. I haven't used that for a while. Okay, dual assets. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm scared to click on some of these. Okay, I don't want that. This is better. Oh, we got a comment. Thank you. Tea and Tickers, good evening. Hey, Tickers. Hey, have you seen these new StreamYard functions? Wasn't there one you could look at like your YouTube page or something? But they give me the announcement when I go live, never when I go into and so I decided I'd test it today, but there was another one, but I can't remember what it was. Like a split screen, some kind of split screen. Let me look that up. Share a screen. I can do that. Okay. Video trimming and splitting. Now that's recording. Maybe I misread the announcement. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. There's some kind of gimmickry, but this is not bad. I mean, I could stream this way because if you use your phone, if you click on my live stream, you can pick what view you want to see, the portrait, the landscape, or the portrait.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
I'd test something else, but I can't remember where they put it. Camera, audio, visual effects. Oh, that's on Chrome. I can do visual effects on Chrome. Reactions. An orb, it's a sphere. UAPs. But how does that really help a show, you know?
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
Yeah, you just missed it. In fact, I'll probably keep that up there. Because I was looking at the tank, the plastic tank, and it was clear. I mean, it was a clear tank, opaque tank, but you could see the green liquid sloshing around. And you can see where they went over it. They won't do it to the rough, but they'll do it to the green. And then I was looking out there this morning, and there was a red flag. And once in a while, they'll flag the gopher holes. And I thought, is that a gopher? Oh, no. No, it was a leak. There's some kind of debris out there, and then they had a leak going, losing some water. Yeah, they do paint it. I wouldn't have believed it unless I saw it, Pavel. I wouldn't have believed it. And then I was I have a podcast player. I like to listen to stuff in the car, when I'm going to if I'm driving around or wherever. If I got to go to the villages, I want to listen to something. If I know where I'm going, if not, but sometimes it's a distraction. Anyway, I subscribe to Carlson. What's the guy's name? What is the guy's name? He used to work for Fox News, and now he left. What the fuck? Shit. What is his name? Tucker Carlson. And I thought I was just going because I don't subscribe to new episodes, but I have it there. I can go through the old episodes and look around. And you know what he had? He had chemtrails. I go, you got to be kidding me, chemtrails. So I thought, okay, well, let's see what he's got to say. So I downloaded it to play it, and I'm playing it back, and I don't know what happened to Tucker. He says, when the government won't talk about it, they won't even give an answer, there's something going on, and it's worse than what you think. He found one guy to come on the stream from California, and this guy was just fast talking. Oh, it's aluminum oxide, and they're dropping it, and we've seen the nozzles. It's not a matter of debate, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, I stopped listening. And then I turned it on again today. It's been removed from the server. So he finally took it down. But you lose credibility. I know you got to do content, but you should have had somebody on to rebuttal the stuff. But it's like you have to prove it. How do you rebuttal some things you shouldn't be commenting on, and that's one of them. It's so ridiculous. Or the moon landing deniers. It's just not worth your time. He's going to believe it no matter what. And then I was at the fitness center. I got some show planned, probably tomorrow or something, but since I'm on here and there's 7 people watching. So I hit the fitness center, and one guy who came up to me when I had my sunglasses on, he was talking cataract, and then he had both of his removed. No, it's great. And then a couple of days ago, he came up, oh, this guy is killing me. It's killing me. I got to go in today. Okay. So I just saw him. He came up to me today. And I said, because he's kind of checking on me, because I did go to the doctor Monday. And I said, well, what did they tell you? He says, I rubbed my eye. He only had it done 4 weeks ago when he was rubbing his eye. No, I don't think I'll ever rub my eye. And what happened, he moved the lens inside his eyeball. They had to put it back into place. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, this guy, you got to be, I'll be nice. I won't say it. So he says, oh, it's fine now. But he rubbed his eye. So I go to the doctor on, let's see, we got some sound bites. I've been playing the sound bites earlier. I'm not watching the Archieverse, but I did go over to Nikki's house, and I thought this was kind of interesting. I thought, this would be a good sound bite.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
So why don't you listen to him? And then why does he get upset when he doesn't get it? Oh, let's see. StreamYard announced a teleprompter. Oh, that could help me. A teleprompter. Let's search that. a second. Let's search teleprompter. Teleprompter, StreamYard Help Center with your audience. All right, well, let's go look at that. Maybe that's what I missed. A teleprompter is a built-in tool designed to help you deliver your message with clarity and confidence without needing external apps or to really. How do I frickin' available on all paid plans? How to use a teleprompter. Open your studio in StreamYard. Go to the Notes tab. Open your studio in StreamYard. I'll probably have to do this. Wow. You go to your Note tab. Where is the Note tab? I'll have to enable it. It's not in the controls. But thanks, Tickers, on that. I'll have to check that out. That may be easier for what I want to do. Your script will begin scrolling automatically on the screen. Oh, but then everybody reads it, right? Use the play pause controls to manage your delivery. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. That's like giving a course. Tip, keep your script concise and well-constructed for smooth delivery. The teleprompter is perfect for hosting live events, webinars, recording video tutorials, running professional presentations. Nah, I don't think that's going to help me. What's the other thing you said? Update to chat inlay. Well, that's another thing. That's another gimmick where just because it's there doesn't mean you have to use it. See, I think this is distracting. But first of all, it's hard to see. And I think you can watch it anyway. On the when you have your phone, you can look bigger print and you're going to be typing on it. But I just think that's distracting. But let's see the size. Well, let's put big font, wide. And it's just a distraction, I think. Probably was a teleprompter. So anyway, where was I? So I go to the doctor. I went to the doctor. I told you the guy rubbed his eye. I just thought that was incredibly. You just don't take it for granted. I mean, I get scared when I wake up in the morning. Like, I don't want to touch my eyeball or put my eyeball on the pillow overnight. Okay, I don't want to put any pressure on it. But he rubbed his eye. He actually moved the lens. I'm curious how they put it back into place. They probably had to manipulate his eyeball. And they do put pressure on your eyeball when they check you before you go in. And I thought, that's strange. I've never had a doctor like press on my eyeball. The bottom and the side. I guess he's determining what kind of, you got to be able to take that to get the surgery done, or if it's healthy, you know. So I go in there Monday, and I have a Scandinavian last name. So I'm waiting in the room, and I've never heard my name before, but somebody announced my name, but it was a little different on the end of it. I walk in there, and they asked me they gave me my date of birth. I go, that's not my date of birth. I went in on the wrong patient call. So I had to go back out. Anyway, I thought that was funny. And I was sitting by in the optical side of the doctor's office, and I'm looking at these sunglasses, Maui Jim. You know what they want for those things? $250 for a pair of sunglasses? No way. And there's a woman at the fitness center who I met over in the fitness center, and she works over in the optical department at, you know where America shops. I'm going to go in there, and I'll bet I can get the best one they got in there probably for $60. Because, you know, you break them, you lose them. And for $250, no way. So, and I'm plus going through my sunglasses. Anyway, so I go to the doctor, and he comes in, and he's all business. And So as soon as he comes in the room, I've been waiting. I go, well, how did I do? And how did I do in the surgery? And he goes, I don't know. He says, I only remember the problems. I started laughing on that one. And then he's checking my eye, put a drop in, looking, but he's not really talking to me. And he's looking at the thing, and he said, well, we're going to let it heal. You're going to heal it longer. It takes 3 to 4 weeks. And I go, what about my workouts? Heavy lifting, and I'm on the incline sit-up board. And he goes, no, 4 weeks. I said, well, how long does it take? 4 weeks. So you know what? I'm on vacation. I'm just going to do the aerobic stuff, stretching and the aerobic. And so they rescheduled me for the 15th. Now he goes to the next patient. He does not spend any time talking to you. But he's got a really efficient nurse, excuse me, hit my mic. On MASH, where you had radar, following the colonel around. Like the colonel won't spend any time with you, but radar, she'll sit there, she'll tell you everything. And you come in. I go, well, what's going on? I'm not sure what lens to use. I'm all right. Oh no, you come back. I'm scheduled for the 15th of December. You go back, and then they're going to remeasure the eye and everything, and then go over the options. And my question is, why do I got a premium distant lens in my left eye? Why can't I have it in my right eye? But I think that has to do with the near vision. I think I'm going to go monovision. I believe that's where I'm headed here, which I liked. You have distant vision in your dominant eye, and you look at your watch and you have near vision. So, and I can see my watch, because right now I need reading glasses. The watch is kind of blurry. So if I look at my phone, if I really want to look at my watch closely, I got to have reading glasses on. In fact, let's see. Let's try it right now. Yeah. Oh, and the new watch arrived. That was pretty cool. Where'd it go? Where is it? Right there. The Pro Trek. I like it because it's the digital thing is big enough I can see the thing. And it was already set to New York time zone. It's easy, functional, and I put world time to London. But London, they're on. I had to turn off the daylight savings time. I don't know how they do it over there. I looked it up. They call it something summertime, but I turned it off, and then it gave me the correct time because it was off an hour. But you have to go in there and do that, I guess, twice a year, or do the on-off to get the right time. But it's pretty straightforward. And it's got a screw-down crown, and it looks pretty cool. It's dark. I mean, it's a dark everything, but I'm charging it up. And so far, so good. I haven't even tried it on yet. But it's in the window. Chili Badger. What do you do when you super chat? What do you always say? You say your money's wasted. That's really true.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
So why give it to him? What else? So I'm just going to take it easy. No more, I'm going to increase the aerobic stuff as far. I'm going to get back up like almost just one click underneath what I normally do. And then when I come back, it'll be like I'll have to start over with the weights, and the leg raises and everything. It's just like if I get the flu or I'm out for a long time, then the first week will be a third of what I normally do, and then the next week 2/3, and then after the 2 weeks, then I hit my program again. T and Ticker's Doc's report read my last comment. Read my last. I did. Well, your last comment. Where is it? Real? You sure? And they don't see it? Well, I'll have to try that. Tickers, the teleprompter is only visible to you, not on the stream. Really? Okay. You know what? Let me go back to that teleprompter. Well, I don't. I could turn it on right now, but I'd have to. It says open your studio. Go to the Notes tab and type or paste. Go to the Notes tab. I don't have that in my current live thing, do I? Notes? I don't see any notes. Guest, hotkeys, recording, visual, audio, camera, general. That's probably before you set up the live stream. You got to turn it on probably before the live stream. Ticker says, yep. Get rid of that watch. Something different. It's analog. I love it because it's analog. And it has a light. And it's multi-band 6 solar. It's not tough solar, but it's solar power. But what am I going to do? A 71-year-old. I'm not out there hiking or riding motorbikes or anything else.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
So, and whoever said, you shouldn't refreeze the shrimp, that is 100% correct. Why is January 32? Oh, really? Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. And speaking of terrible, if you happen to have AD Never Calling Patrick's email address, shoot him an email and say, sorry to hear you're having some medical issues and best wishes. I did that this morning. Pavel, why is Jay Breezy, threatening to withhold his vast sums of euros? Boy, is this guy a drama queen or what? Huh? Of euros from any channel that doesn't ban our good. He's got a wrench over here. What did GD do? What did the Argentine peso cannon do to deserve that? Well, I'm just testing it. Well, explain it to me, Mookie. Mookie, why is everyone dual streaming to? This is just a test to the same platform. That's not what it's for. Laughing. Well, I guess you get the choice. It doesn't give me that option. It doesn't give me, what's it used for? I guess if I went in other words, if I was doing 2 destinations, like, I don't know where I'd use the vertical anywhere. Everybody's on their phone now anyway. So I guess maybe they like the vertical view. I don't know. Oh, Facebook? So I shouldn't, I was just playing with it. I had the ability to stream to Facebook, but they banned me because I wouldn't. Once Facebook wanted all my contacts, I'm not going to give them all my contacts. To hell with them. So I don't stream on Facebook. I stream portrait ratio to platforms that are primarily mobile. Facebook, okay. And split the chat. What does that mean? Split the chat. Oh, and split the chat. You mean, yeah, because they, like this thing, which I think that's distracting. Putting the screen, that on the, let's see, you can go tall. I just think that if you're on your phone, you're kind of watching it. You're typing in on the stream anyway. So you really don't need that. Let's get rid of that. How do I get rid of it now? There we go. So anyway, back to the shrimp story. Hold on. I think it's just like a new gimmick. Anytime they come up with a new gimmick, some people, those people, want to use whatever it is, But it's like it doesn't make a better. I like to give you a nice clean shot, you know. So anyway, I ran over to Costco. I tried to get multiple things done when I went to the eye doctor. He didn't dilate my eyes, so I'm in the Villages anyway. So why not? And then I thought about getting a haircut, and I can't remember when I last went in there. I don't think I need a haircut, so I scratched. And plus, I had to wait. They were running behind at the eye center. But I brought the cooler, the big cooler. I strapped out in the back seat. I got some frozen cooling blocks, freeze blocks. So I did a little shopping there, and I asked somebody in the meat department, and he didn't know. He says, you got to go to the deli. So I went over and knocked on the deli door. A girl came out, and she went back in. She says, no, we get it frozen, and we put the platters together. But if you freeze that, it's going to get mushy. So I thought, well, okay, so I can just come in here. She says, come in here a couple of days before Thanksgiving. And I go, yeah, with everybody else? That'll be murder. And she goes, no, we don't have anybody open. Well, of course, I don't know if she's been there during the holiday. She says between 9 and 11, there's nobody here. It's very light. So I think Monday. I should be. Thanksgiving's Thursday, so if I purchase them Monday, put them in the cooler, bring them right back, put them in the fridge. I like it as Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They should be good. And I'm going to get 2 medium ones, and they look good. I mean, there's going to be 8 people. How many shrimp do I need? And I'm going to tell them when I get over there. I don't want to take any home with me. And if you go back to the beginning of this stream, you will have proof, video evidence. They paint the golf course. Here it is. Notice they are laying down green color to the golf course. Yeah, they are. Okay. I may look at that teleprompter. If I could put and then if I could pop it on and pop it off, and only I see it, that would be pretty good. Pavel, it's to annoy us about the dual streaming. Okay, it's just a test. Excuse me, it's just a test today. And split the chat. Stream landscape to platforms like YouTube. Okay. I'm just experimenting. Well, wait a second. They're a show sponsor. Now, this is Mookie. This is not me. StreamYard is idiotic. They are probably doubling their bandwidth costs and will raise prices again to compensate for horrible product design. You hear that, StreamYard? That's constructive criticism. And speaking of constructive criticism, let's see. Pavel, I guess that's one way to handle the warm season dormancy. I wouldn't have believed it. I saw it with my own eyes. They paint the golf course. And it's warm, man. It is warm out there. It is currently 78 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be 26 degrees Celsius. Humidity 41%, wind 3 kilometers per hour. That would be 2 miles per hour. So I'm going in I'm leaving the fitness center, the fitness center, 7:45. Now the manager doesn't get there till 9. But guess who was coming in as I was going out? The manager. It's kind of cute. And I say, oh, are you so-and-so? She goes, yes, I am. Do you have a second? Do you have a minute? I want to show you something. So come on. And so I walked her back to go over to the area. And I said, listen, if I have a complaint, I give you a solution. I'm not here just to complain. I just want to show you something. So where they have the mats in the back room there, it was okay when they didn't, and then they jammed more weight machines in there. More machines. And it's like there's no place to stretch. There's no stretching area. And the senior citizen needs to stretch. Everybody needs to stretch. That way you don't get injured. And you feel better and the flexibility. So right next to it, they have the 30-minute rotation room where they have this set up. And you're supposed to go circuit training, which nobody does, or very few people circuit train. So the suggestion was, let's just take all that out there and then put the mats in the middle of the room with the other things. And she's on our side, the ones that want the stretching area. She said, this is a corporate facility. I can't make that decision, she said. But she's she's lobbying for it, so that's good to hear. And then she goes back to the other room. She said, well, we could take a few pieces of equipment out. And I go, well, no, because I want the dedicated area. And then people will complain if you remove equipment. So she's going to get that done, but the corporate has to do that. So hopefully that's coming. And then she said she's going to put they have these big balls that you lay on, and I guess I've never been on one of those things, and stretch out your back or whatever. But I don't want to get stepped on, and I don't want to be so close to people in there, get in their way when they're on the machine. So that was cool. Got that done. Yes, and I listen, that all came from a study up in Minnesota. Now, the farmers up there is at a certain genetic pool, what else do they have in common besides the farm and being close to a golf course? They sure drew a lot from that one study. A painted golf course. Remember the article I sent you, Ducks? Proximity to golf courses found associated with risk of Parkinson's disease. Up in Minnesota. I mean, they all drink coffee. What if they all drink coffee? I mean, how do they get it back to that? I don't buy that shit. I don't believe it. I'm not moving. Let's put it that way. Runoff, baby. Well, it goes off to the left. There's everything goes down to that hedge, the killer hedge. Speaking of which, I still have a rash. I put my hand in there, and I don't know if something bit me or something rubbed up against my skin, and it has never healed up. It's just I'm going to show that to the dermatologist, or maybe I ought to get some prednisone, some hydrocortisone cream put on it. I was scratching it, but maybe it's a little smaller now, but it's just never gone away. It's a monster, the hedge. The balls. Well, as long as it's not the orbs, we don't want those orbs here. The orbs they can hurt you too, that. The orbs. Where are the orbs? Oh, there they are. There it is. You most definitely have been on those things. What, on the big balls? No. I've seen these trainers, man. I would never do what a trainer says to do. They have seniors doing deep knee bends as they walk around, or they balance themselves on this. No way. No way would I do that. No way.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
The villages, baby. I don't want to piss StreamYard off. They grandfathered me in. I got a great deal. I got the top tier for what I last paid for it. So I think that's cool. Well, I don't know. I don't think they own. Does Google own StreamYard? I don't know about that. Let me go look. Let's go to Google AI. Let's go to X. Let's go to Grok. Let's ask Grok. Who owns StreamYard? AI. Bending Spoons owns StreamYard, a live streaming and video recording platform. It was originally founded by Gigi Vandertop and Dan Briggs in 2018, acquired by Hopkin for $250 million in January 2021, and then bought by the Italian technology company Bending Spoons in April 2024. Bending Spoons, known for apps like Evernote and Rimini, now manages StreamYard along with related products like Streamable and Superwave, serving millions of users worldwide. And they're a friend to the senior community. Is that what you? That's what you meant, right? Pavel is laughing. Chili Badger, Yuri Geller, bending spoons. Chili Badger, is that a spoon? Yeah, it's a spoon. That is a spoon.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
Hey, Docs, I thought you weren't watching the streams. Well, there was something on there, and I was just going through it. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. I got to have that. Well, they do have a, you can stream directly on YouTube. YouTube you can stream, but it's not as functional as StreamYard. I wouldn't recommend it. There are probably other options out there. So Monday I'm going to go to Costco and I'm going to get the shrimp, hustle home, put it in the fridge, and then I'm set. The last thing you want to do is go to Costco 2 days before Thanksgiving or the week of Christmas. But I went over there after the eye appointment. It was very, very nice. It wasn't busy at all. Chili Badger, Google should offer an alternative, damn it. I had that for a while, and then I got rid of it. Once they started charging for it, I thought, now I got Apple Notes, and I use Apple. Is it Apple? No, I just use Notes on Apple. Evernote, another product with a great reputation if you enjoy finding your notes on the dark web. Are you kidding me? You put something on there and it ends up in the dark web. People can see what notes you've been putting on. Wow. I got another observation about this cowboy. They call tragedy the tragic death. It was a suicide and he impregnated his girlfriend, and he committed suicide. And it's like, okay, that is terrible, but to honor him, is that an honorable thing? Well, Lex, it was mental health, Docs. Okay, wait a second. Let's change that scenario. Let's say he would have harmed the girl and then committed suicide. Really harmed her, like in lethality, and then harmed himself, suicide. Are they going to honor him? That's mental illness. So I really like Jason Whitlock. I hope he comments on this. Is it Jason Whitlock? Yeah. He really went after Shadur Sanders. It was great. Listen to that. And what's wrong with sports today. But I just don't think he didn't do anything honorable. It was tragic. Are we going to retire his number? I don't know. And even some of the after the game podcasts, the analysis. Oh, they did a great job. They brought the team together, and it's like, you've learned nothing. I think the team failed him. His employer failed him. His teammates didn't know him. And what have they learned from this? I don't think they learned anything until it happens again. That's my 2 cents. And if you have an opposing point of view, you can come on and tell me what it is. And I'll put this in the comments. I don't want to say it out loud. Now, we don't know anything about this girl, right? What if she had different, maybe she didn't really care about the guy, if you know what I mean, and was more concerned with the income. Oh, and by the way, the coach of the Dallas Cowboys says, we're going to make sure the girl and the child are taken care of for life. What? So why do athletes, professional sports figures, they don't get married? Some of them, they don't get married. They get girlfriends, and maybe they had an argument over the fact that there was a pregnancy or he couldn't handle or something. But I just you grieve it. You maybe say you have a minute of silence at the game or something. Of course, people will be yelling. But you don't honor him. Suicide? He left behind a pregnated woman? That's me. And is that old-fashioned? I don't get it. Again, what if he would have harmed her? Same scenario. Everything's the same, but he harmed her. They're not going to honor him then. It's still mental illness. Mental health, I should say. Mental health. Anyway, enough of that. Move on. Let's move on. Move on.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
I never talked about him. I'm talking about Neeland, the Dallas Cowboy player that was in the news. Kneeland. I've never talked about Puck. I see him on there. I jump off quickly. Just from what was Bateman involved? I don't know. I don't follow it. I just thought it was interesting what Watch Nicholas had to say there. I don't follow the drama. Except let me change that. I don't follow all the drama. Okay. And boy, I mean, Watch Nicholas was saying some terrible things about another late night host, and I thought, really? Of course, then in the same stream, like 2 minutes later, he says, "We love him." Wow, don't want that kind of love. Now, I don't know Puck Elf's history. I don't want to know it. Eddie, I thought nothing could be worse than Eddie, but it just seems like Eddie's the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
I don't know if I can get rid of the. I wonder if I can delete the vertical version of this on YouTube, because it's a separate. It's a separate thing. I'll come back. I'll go in and I should delete that, but I don't want to delete both of them. I have to get me a different thumbnail, I guess. Eddie had a baby. He named it Eddie, man. Jeez. Oh, how true is that? Chili Badger. So many fruitcakes in the Watch World. So many fruitcakes in the Watch World bakery. I just... Personality disorder. Send money now. I can't... it's just... Unemployable. It's tough. And then you have the demons and the trolls. So I was telling the guy at the fitness, I feel like, when you're a senior, it's like every day is a vacation day. The only way I keep track of time is with my fitness schedule. I know it's Tuesday, and I know I got Wednesday off. I'm back Thursday and Friday. It gives me, gets me out of the house, gets me some exercise. I guess I could go for walks. It's warm enough, but, do it at the fitness center. I could take the bicycle out, but, I'm not sure I'm ready I want to get totally healed with this thing, with the eye. And I am, I got this great pair of goggles. I looked up on Amazon, and I found, these are great. I should show them to you. I just have a new appreciation for the my eyesight. Did I buy these? Wait a second. I'm going to search my orders. Because they make a smoke version. So I'm thinking I'll use those inside at the fitness center. And it's really got thick glass. Even the clear ones are UV protected. So when it's cloudy out there, you know, you've got UV coming through those clouds. But you don't want to put on sunglasses. So you put these clear ones on and you're still protected, and I can dry it because it gets foggy here. Orders. Let's see. Here we go. Can I drag that over? And again, they make a smoke version. Clear, prime, get it in 2 days. Take a snapshot of that. I can't wait to do the next show with a teleprompter, and you guys won't even know it. Present, share screen, screenshot, here we go. And that loop in the back, they first they give you a case. Also, they give you a thing that goes behind your head with it, so you can take them off and let them, you know, just hang on your chest. Anti-fog glasses. Scratch-resistant wraparound lenses, adjustable temple hinges, UV protection case and strap included. $16.99. I'm waiting till Friday before I put in an order and see what else they got I can put on my shopping list. But I already have one pair I'm going to keep inside, and the other pair I'm going to keep in the car. And plus I'm going to use those, I think I'm going to use the smoke ones for inside. Now there's a guy there that I talk to in the mornings, and I said, have you had those transition lenses that go dark, you know, when you go? And he goes, yeah, but you can't read that well when you're in the house with them. They don't go dark, like when you go outside, they go really dark. And I said, well, what about taking them in over here? And he goes, no, they won't go dark. I just want to make sure I don't get the light sensitivity. I don't get the prodrome. But I'll try. So that's on my list. Remove. Solo layout. Those glasses are on brand for you, docs. Ship it. What does that mean? Those glasses are on brand. Oh, the tires were completely flat. I had to put air in it. I had health issues. I had that left inguinal hernia repair with mesh. I had to get that fixed. And that takes a while to heal. And then I get my cataract. I had double vision. I can't go out there riding the bike with double vision. I can't see. I can't wait to get back to the shooting range. When my eyes get fixed, I should be a lot better. I'm hoping. It's there. I'm going to get to it. I was hoping there were more goggle-like. Oh, those look like goggles, don't they? Now, the real goggle ones they have at the optical department. But those are like... I wouldn't wear them outside the gym, I don't think. But these you can kind of get away with. They look kind of normal. But and I was thinking about getting the goggle ones, getting prescription, you know, I mean, from the optical department. But then the only place I'd have to get them darkened to, you know, because again, for whatever reason, it's so bright over there. When at times I'm looking at a computer screen. I got sunglasses on right now, looking at the computer screen. If I'm, especially over there and it's bright and I'm looking at the LED readout, I'll start to get a prodrome. And it's like, oh man. Or on sale? What do you mean on brand? I don't understand what you mean by that, Mookie. It means buy them. Well, I am gonna. Friday. I may save another $2. How do you think I became an EDMM? A value shopper. These glasses are on a brand for you. Ship it. Doc, ship it. I am going to do it. That's right. That's exactly. Chili's got it. Black Friday, baby. It means, whoops, I don't want that one. That means buy them. Darth Diggler. Darth, I can't put that up there. How dare you? How dare you? I think Vice President Vance has something to say to you, because the president, I mean, come on, our president, our beautiful, successful, intelligent, accomplished president that Canada wished they were even part of us, you know. But, Mr. Vice President, what do you got to say to Dirk?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Oh, goodness.
Ho! Ho! Oh! Oh!
Oh! I don't need the money from the fucking super chats. I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
Look up Kenny. Now, before I look that up, don't piss me off, because I was at the eye doctor's and they had the optician area next to it. I was sitting by the sunglasses. What are they? Maui Jim sunglasses. $250? Are you kidding me? I would never spend that. All right, I'll look it up. Kinney Power Sons. What are these senior specials? Kinney Power sunglasses. Oh, who is this guy? Why would I want to look like that? Oh, my God. It looks like the Terminator. I don't want images. What? No, they got them on Amazon. No. Let's see. Website. How to dress like Kenny Powers. I don't want to dress like Kenny Powers. Nah, that's not for me. Oh, he's a famous baseball player. Okay. Show you what the sunglasses did to him. Hang on. Hang on, working on it. I'm working on it. Hang on, almost got it. Almost got it. Let's see. I got to go to media. I got to go to add that. There he is. There's Kenny Powers. Look at what he's been out in the sun. Now,
you cannot be serious.
No, that's what Mookie wants me to look like. I don't want to look like Kenny Powers. Excuse me if that was a little too loud. I did discuss that with the optician. Most of the glasses are blue blockers. If you get the sunglasses, that's in there. It's like, but I'm afraid after we'll see what my vision is after this, my right eye cataract removal, because then I have to decide, will I be able to see the computer screen, and what about, will I have monovision? Will I be able to read I need reading glasses to look at my watch, my phone, that kind of thing. You can get those babies at 7-Eleven. How dare you? And a jet ski. I guess he's a famous ball player. No, let's get rid of him. For God's sakes. I don't want to look like that. Oh, really? You want me to send you a link? Shoot me your email address. Acquired Taste is live from Helsinki. Cold and windy and dark. What do you think of the language when you heard it? That's not Scandinavian language. Doesn't it remind you of the old Mission Impossible episode? Did me. Acquired Taste, live from Helsinki. Shoot me an email, Acquired Taste. Or do I have you? I'll send you a link. Don't dox yourself. Well, I'll make sure you don't get doxxed because I won't put you up if your face is showing. Acquired Taste, a Finn. Let's see. Check do I have him in here, my email address? I don't know if he's ever emailed me. I don't think you've emailed me. I don't want to put it in the chat because they speak, they're highly educated too. They speak multiple languages, yeah. They speak English well. Good. You're not in my email. Well, shoot me an email. You know how to reach me, don't you? Let's see. There it is. docsreport@outlook.com. Since you're just joining us.
I don't need the money from the fucking super chats.
Acquired Taste, waiting. Maybe we'll get a live report. I don't know if the Finns are, as I recall, I don't know how big they are into coffee. No Wawa here. No, it's different. I think it's beautiful. I spent the summer one time in Finland. Oulu, Finland. Oulu, Suomi. Suomi? I think that's how they pronounce Finland over there. Suomi. Or did I misspell it? Suomi. No, that's the Suomi is the name for Finland in the Finnish language. Okay, enough of my email. Really? Probably. Okay. They obviously they got to import it. They're into coffee, good, rich flavor. Oh, really? You handled that? I had pan-seared herring for dinner. What am I asking, or what drew you to Finland in November? Oh man, let's see. Let's look up Helsinki weather. I'm going to look that up right now. Weather, Helsinki. Ooh, it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit, which would be -3 degrees Celsius, humidity 77%, wind 11 kilometers per hour. That would be 7 miles per hour. Well, you have to jump into a sauna. You got to strip down and get in that sauna. 8 p.m. here. So it's dark, right? Has to be dark. Well, if you want to shoot me some photos at your leisure, I'll get them, I'll use them on the show. Oh, not with the internet. You can't escape it. Acquired taste, I figured it was as far away as for Archie. I figured it was as far away from Archie. Going to a sauna tomorrow. Okay. Don't sit on the top row. Don't sit at the lower row. Don't get on the top. Because when they throw that water on those coals, when that hot coals, that steam is going to the top. Let me know if you want a link. If you want to stream during the daylight hours, you're welcome. And I am watching very closely. As soon as those 3i Atlas photos hit, I'm going to go live, day or night, whenever I see it, whenever I can get to them. There's still a chance they don't release them.
I don't give a fuck about the super chats. From the super chats, from the little $5 here, the $10 there, it doesn't fucking matter. No, I don't need that money.
You better get over it, man. It's reality. It's not tinfoil hat. I left my tinfoil hat back in the States, Docs. All right. Brace yourself. It's coming. They're here. I don't know what they're up to, but they're here. Bum, 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 bum. I hope you guys are hearing that, what I just played. Is it coming through? I hope it's coming through. It has to, I would think. All right, 1 hour, 15 minutes. I'll hang out for 15 minutes. Uh-oh, what's the market doing? Let's see, I think it's down again. 66, S&P 500 down 0.6%. Yeah, it's kind of getting a rough ride here recently. Oh, it's great. Looks serene in Florida. That's great. Visit Florida. Again, what drew you to Finland? I'm just curious. It wasn't to get away from Archie. Come on. Business, pleasure. You got a girl got into a long distance email relationship, huh? I'm in the news business. That's TMZ type stuff. Oh, really? Okay. Acquired taste, bucket list item. You had to do it. Okay. Well, lay off the, I don't know. I don't think they have a national drink. Let's see. I got to close some tabs. Hang on here. Grok. Let's go to Grok. Let's see. Is there a national drink in Finland? Really? Yes. Finland has a widely recognized national drink, the Lonkero, short for long drink. What is Lonkero? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a pre-mixed gin-based citrus cocktail, typically made from gin, with gin and grapefruit soda originally, though today there are many flavors like cranberry, lime, or orange. Alcohol content is usually around 4.7 to 5.5%, the classic version. It's sold in cans or bottles in every supermarket, kiosk, and bar. Extremely popular and consumed year-round. There you go. The long drink. Just go in there for English and ask for the long drink. Don't ask for a beer, ask for the long drink. Acquired taste, I'll look for it. Well, don't drink on my account. If you rarely drink, you're better off, so don't drink. Let's go up to the latest drama. Somebody gave us some drama. It was Pavel. I believe it was Pavel. Okay, here's the latest drama. Why is JBZ threatening to withhold his vast sums of euros from any channel that doesn't ban our good friend GD of the Peso Cannon? And he has a wrench over here, by the way, too. Uh-oh, golfer coming over the top. Really? Lots of Russian refugees here. Wow. They also have they have a minority over there, the gypsies. I don't know what they're. Well, they're gypsies. I was going to say nationality, but they're gypsies. Coming over the hill on the newly painted course. 3 people watching. Well, if you do want a link, if you want to stream Acquired Taste, let me know. If you want to set your camera up at a... It's hard, though. If you've never streamed before, it's tough. But if you got a view from your window and you can plug your phone in or something wherever you're staying. Acquired Taste, JB needs to fund Mortimer $1,000 so docs can release the hounds. I said it would be a nightmare, but I did publicly state if Mortimer receives a $1,000 donation, I would unban everyone. That'd be very hard. That'd be a nightmare for me. Acquired taste. I don't understand JB's boycotts. He likes to have sway in the verse by banning. Yeah, he's always on some kind of crusade. And he uses Marcelo's stream too to go over there. Anybody else streaming? Let's see. Marcelo time. Oh, yes. Marcelo is streaming. And JB's on over there. Oh, let's listen to him. He's using the scum term. I gotta turn it down a little bit. He's going after Nikki and Uzi. Oh, you know what I should do? What's your beef with GD? Oh, I got a wrench over at Marcelo's. I got to refresh it. There we go. I'm listening to G. Who hates everybody? Oh, always with the F bomb. I'm getting called names over there. Docs, the village is it, dickhead. This is Mickey. He's the one that begs that unban him. $1,000. You want to be unbanned? $1,000 goes to Mortimer. Uh-oh. JB. He won't read my my question. JB's on a crusade. It is. JB needs chainmail and a chariot to further his crusade vibe. Yeah. It's Nikki and Uzi. He's against. Oh, he skipped me. He won't read my beef. Okay, enough of that. I tried. All right, 1 hour, 28 minutes. We're going to go another 2 minutes. Acquired taste. Let me know if you want to. I'm curious. I'd like to see Finland. I want to see some shots. Are you going to take the train anywhere, or are you just staying right in Helsinki? Justice for docs. I don't need any justice. I'm cool. I got my own platform. I don't really want to go on another show. Let me know if you want to stream or show photos. I'll put them up. I'll make time for it. Oh, you're staying in Helsinki? Okay, they got everything there. I'm sure they got internet connections, and you got a room there. You got a window. It's too bad. If I'm going to travel, I'm going to take a little stand for the phone so I can hook it up, set up the camera. We can do it. We can do it ahead of time before I stream with. If you want to stream, I can send you a link ahead of time, and then we can do that off air, get it set up. So you don't want to dox yourself. And you should have a headset, but only if you want to. Or you can just take photos and send them to that email address, and I'll post them up. All right, very good. Acquired taste. I'll take that offer. I'll keep that offer in mind. All right, 6 people, but only one's commenting. So and I think the experiment is over. I'm not going to use the multi-aspect ratio. I'll try to get the other one taken down. If I had a Facebook account. Oh, Fox Update? Yeah, it was, he looked better. It was a few weeks ago, or a week ago. Where did I see him? Yeah, out in the yard. I think I told you this story. I was looking out the window. It's always the same spot, and this is where he takes his dump. But he was eating something, and then he took a dump there. But I had a square mouth shovel, so it was no problem. I could just pick it up. And I walked the dog around there, the schnauzer, and she was like sniffing everywhere. Because the fox their urine, their bladder is not, they don't have a bladder. They just drop their urine wherever they go. No, not feeding him. Don't do that. No. But it looked healthier. The coat, you feed him ever? No. Shouldn't feed. Don't feed him. You don't want to get them used to people because they carry rabies. Now, they bite a child, and the parents didn't see it. And let's say it nips at a child, and I don't want to be responsible for a death. And the coat looked better, and I think it's making it. So I know the squirrel population is way down, so it's doing a great deal. It's doing a service for the villages, for Del Boca. Where do I live again? Come on, where do I live?
Del Boca Vista?
Correct. All right, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I think if you look it up, they'll eat about anything. I mean, they're always facing starvation, basically. I mean, carrion, they'll eat, I'm sure, rabbits, squirrels, foxes, lizards, anything they can grab, I would think. One of them was scrouched down there by where that white post is, on the hedge side, because the geese were out there, they were walking towards him. He was going to go after one of those geese, and those things are large, man. Those are big. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Be safe in Helsinki. And yeah, keep that in mind if you want to come on or send me some photos I'll put up. We'll wait for this We'll give this golfer his due.